definitely could have said no. And Simon could have definitely been like, listen, Jesus, I know you are. You're great. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to try again tomorrow.
He didn't say that.
He didn't. He was like, because of the, what did he say specifically? The word, your word.
Because the ground
of your word. He believed in the foundation.
Whoa! My God.
He believed in the foundation of his word.
That's good.
And trusted that foundation enough to stand on it and be like, okay, I'm just throwing that out there. We're going to see what happens.
It's good.
You know what I mean? Like, that to me was
prime time.
A1 steak sauce.
But what's crazy is that Simon had been doing this on his own.
Correct.
He was doing it on his own. And then as soon as Jesus was like, hey man, take a chance. Take a crazy chance. Do a crazy dance.
Why not?
Throw your nets into the water. When you stop doing things on your own, and you take yourself out of your own efforts, your own will, your own push, and you listen to the word of God where he says, now's the time to do it. Here's where you strike. This is your opportunity. Then the blessing comes. Because in 5:6, it says, and this time their nets were so full of fish they began to tear. 7 says, a shout of help brought their partners in the other boat, and soon both boats were filled with fish and on the verge of sinking. So for me, I was reading that and I was like, hold up. Not only was Simon blessed for going out and stepping out on faith of the word of God, but then the people that were with him toiling and working hard the night before, they received a blessing that filled up their whole area to the point of almost breaking. He was so blessed that he couldn't hold on to his blessing alone. He had to say, hey, my man, please come and get some of these fish. Because this is how I think about it. If I'm eating and my best friend's not eating, and the Lord is blessing both of us, I'm not doing something right as a friend. If he is blessing me to overflow and she not eating, then I'm not doing something right. I'm supposed to be blessing people in my life. And so he said, hey, come on and get these fish. And they came and their boats began to fill up. And I wrote down, when your blessing starts to gain weight, it's time for you to start to disperse it to others and be willing to let people come alongside you and help you carry the weight of your blessing. Should I say it again?
Girl, please. At least the last part of it, because that was stupid.
When your blessing starts to gain weight, it's time for you to disperse it to others and be willing to let people come alongside you and help you carry the weight of your blessing.
You can go home.
Goodbye.
That was it. That's all we wanted to let you guys know.
There's nowhere to leave on this side of the room, so I was actually walking towards the wall.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say after that. Who, what, when, where, and why.
Silly.
Another thing that really popped up in my head was, in order to be able to reach more people, you have to be willing to get out of that normal place, that comfortable place where you know you are, or out of that place of just being you, and you like, I know what I'm doing.
It's really good.
I don't need nobody else. You know what I mean? Really and go places you've never gone before in order for you to fully get the blessing that God has for you.
Example. Give it to him.
Example.
We'll both give one. My life.
My whole life is an example. Listen, who hasn't been complacent? Can't raise my hand because
I was going to, but then I remember.
It's like, nope. I've actually been very complacent. There was a time where your girl was she was in a job, and she was like, listen, this is it for you, okay? You better work 2 jobs.
Ooh.
And you better live your best life.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, girl. This was a little bit before I moved out here.
Okay.
But I didn't end up working 2 jobs. Because
Uh-huh.
God's faithful. So I was super complacent. I was like, listen, I like, I'm okay with working my job and having holes in my shoes, walking to work, and having a relationship that I knew I wasn't supposed to be in because I prayed about it, gave me multiple signs, still didn't listen. And I was like, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm content.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, world shifted. So in this scenario, when God asked me to do something, that was when I was like, no.
Why?
For what? I'm here. We're all here.
Making it.
Gang's all here. And like I was just cool. I was just cool with my situation. Now a part of me knew that I didn't need to be there anymore. Like a part of me was like, it's time to move. And I was like,
Who says?
but why? And I was like, So I was on this little teeter-totter situation. And that's when God will start to force things to happen. He will start to invade your space and jump in your boat and be like, hey.
He will push your boat out into the water.
Go over there. And you're like, what? Can I just go this way?
Over there?
He's like, no, I said go over there. Okay? And you're like, okay. You've never steered me wrong before, so there's no reason that I shouldn't trust you. But because I'm so complacent and because I'm so comfortable with being here, I really don't want to. But I trust you, God, so I'm gonna just walk. I'm just taking my time and walk that way.
Tiptoe, girl.
Not knowing what kind of blessings God had for me when I took a leap and stepped on the foundation of His Word and ended up here. So if I didn't walk where God told me or go where God told me to, then I wouldn't have known any of the blessings He had for me when I got here.
Amen.
So I mean, words can't even express how amazing He is and how much He wants to bless you so that you can be a blessing
Yeah, man.
to
So
other people.
you relate with Peter. You like you looking at Peter and you're like, my man, I feel you though because I've been working all night and I'm not really trying to get back in the boat. Also,
Correct.
I can't even swim.
Correct.
So what if these fish don't come and I accidentally fall in the water? All the scenarios that could go wrong are in your head when the Lord tells you to start to do something that you are not used to or do not want to do in the first place. Mm-hmm. It is called stepping out on faith for a reason. Roll out on that faith, baby, and get your blessing. But the truth of the matter is God prepared the way for that blessing to come. He doesn't just tell you to go out before He speaks.
Correct.
He spoke to that whole environment and enabled Simon to be able to get this blessing that he would not otherwise have gotten had he been disobedient and had he not been in the midst of the Lord speaking anyway.
Right. It's awesome.
Whew. So, man, listen, that's what we really wanted to talk about because I know personally my boat is kind of far out right now. I don't feel like in any area of my life I have anything to lose with being obedient to what God is saying to do. If He's like, go, I'm like, where we going? And He's like,
Ask the whole question.
and count it out, man, because I don't have time to not get to my blessing because I delayed my process. And so this is the thing about this whole situation. Jesus was used to being doubted. He was used to people being like, you said I was healed. There was no way they could deny it when it happened. They did not believe it when they said He could do it. But Jesus was also used to do what I say. I said Jesus was used to being doubted, but he was also used to God proving himself strong in the lives of many. So even though Jesus would say to go and do something, people didn't have to listen. They didn't have to say, okay, Jesus, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Definitely gonna do that. He didn't expect, he knew that it would happen because he's all knowing. But they had a choice. He was a gentleman. He didn't say, Peter, if you don't get yourself out in that boat and go, you just not gonna eat for the rest of your life. You're not gonna be saved. He didn't say that. He said, hey man, you should really consider pushing your boat out further and casting your net down deep.
Suggestion.
Just saying. Think about it.
I'm just the Messiah.
And he's faithful like that. He was used to being doubted, but God was always faithful to prove himself strong in the lives of many. And that is what we have to give to others. I am weak, but I serve a God who is willing to prove himself strong in my life, that I may be an example to you and many others, so that you know, hey, it's okay to step out on faith. If it doesn't work out, guess what? There's a door that's open. But you did it. And God's going to bless you for your obedience. Anything else?
No.
Great. Hey guys.
Hey.
June 29th. Don't
June
forget.
29th.
We know you watch this because I see you. I see you. We will don't not show